Okay, so we'll call this special board meeting to order. Since we are remote, do we need to do anything in terms of attendance officially, Carol, or can that just be noted?
It might be helpful for Jill if each of you announced that you were here, since we don't visually see everybody, maybe, if that would work.
Girl, I'm having trouble hearing you.
Yeah,
Can
you're
anybody else hear me?
Oh,
There you
that's
go.
better. That's better.
Yes, I'm not hearing anything.
I can hear Carol now, but my video features aren't working on this new computer, so I'll have to fix that later, I guess.
Yeah. So maybe I'll just go through and call out the names, and if people can say that they're here, then we'll have it. I think the only folks that maybe are on video are using a different device. I had issues as well, so I sent it to a different connection. So Adri, it sounds like it's still having audio issues. Amy Height.
Present.
Juliana Rieflick.
Present.
Lori Owen.
Present.
Michaela Heiston.
Present.
Michelle Terry.
Present.
Ruth Burkhart.
Present.
I saw Brenda.
Present.
There we go. Okay, sorry. Is there anyone that I missed? Okay. So Carol, do you just want to introduce our items here?
Can everybody hear me? Hopefully, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. As a reminder, this
It is really hard, Carol. Can you speak up maybe? I'm having trouble.
On the mic.
Well, okay.
There we go.
That's better. That's much better.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, because my volume's all the way up, so I don't know. Okay, as a reminder, this is to look at the comments that we received from the advanced practice education regulations that we've been working on for quite some time, and they've been discussed in, I know, Education Committee, APRN Committee, and I know the board also. We did have the public hearing on December 17th. And most of the comments, as you saw when you read them, they're fine with it and everything. We did receive opposition comments right before the public hearing. Now, these regulations were published on our website probably around the first part of October when they were put in the Kansas Register. So they've been out there for a while for people to see and everything. So it's not like nobody's really heard about this till the last minute. Just a reminder, what you can do with these is you can approve each of them, and you can't bundle them together. They're going to have to be done separately.
And I don't know what.
Or you can split them up and approve some and not approve others. The ones, if you choose not to approve them, that would just be taking no action on them. And unless you directed us to do more work, we would be dealing with the regulations that we have presently, which, I'll just tell you, we changed the definition of preceptor to include interdisciplinary because that was requested. And so if you leave preceptor the way it is right now, they cannot use interdisciplinary. They can only use an APRN or a physician. And I'm not sure that's the practice that's taking place out there right now, but that's what it would be. And then the other opposition, probably the bigger one that seems like, is raising the clinical hours from 500 to 750. That seems to be some opposition there, feeling like it will make it tougher to get APRNs licensed in Kansas, and it would affect the programs that we have right now, as far as needing more faculty, etc. But you read about that in the comments. So that's basically, or if there's some that you don't want to approve today, but you want more work to be done on them, you can direct the staff to do that. And Janelle and I could do more work on them. I mean, it's totally up to you all what you want to do. Does that make sense? Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, thank you. We'll just open it up for, I feel like we could just have some general discussion versus go over each of the individual to start. So I'll open it up to the board for comment, thoughts. I do want to make note, it's on Melissa Orpeza has joined.
Madam Chair, this is Brenda Sharp. I just had a question about the practice committee's review, if there were any other pain points discussed or concerns that we should be aware of. I felt like it was pretty comprehensive and understandable, but I wondered if there was anything else that those of us who aren't on that committee should be aware of. And Carol, if you're speaking, we can't hear you.
Okay, I don't think there was anything else discussed in committee.
Carol, it
can't-
sounds like you're really far away from your mic.
I don't know what to do, guys.
Is there anything else that could maybe be a mic that maybe is your mic instead? Because you might just be talking at the wrong thing.
Okay, is this any better?
Yes.
Well, that's interesting. Okay. Because I didn't even think that had a mic in it. But anyway, okay. I don't think there were anything else coming out of committees, Brenda, that I remember, because I know these have been discussed several times in committees, and I thought these proposed ones had everything that the committees wanted, to my knowledge anyway.
Thank you.
And Madam President, my understanding is the reason we're having this special board meeting is in order to, these policies, they've been under review for some time and had multiple reviews by committees. And at this point, we're being held accountable by our accrediting bodies to ensure that we have these in place for continued accreditation. Is that correct?
This is Carol again. And as a reminder, I think what Juliana is talking about is the U.S. Department of Education and the fact that we had to make some of these changes in order to keep our approval with them to approve nursing programs. And just to clarify, I went through that, and probably the two that have to be approved in order for me to meet the deadline of March would be 108 and 109. I think that's where most of the changes were that we made for the U.S. Department of Education. So just to clarify. Does that answer your question, Juliana?
Yes. Sorry, I had to find my mute button again. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate that.
Any additional questions, discussion? I guess my question would be, I mean, I know that there was some concern or question sent really at the last minute regarding the two issues in terms of hours and preceptor. Again, it's been commented that these were out there for review for quite some time without any comment made for requesting a change. There were also other letters in support of the changes as they have been made. So I don't know at what point we would delay or continue to make changes at this point, given that we've gone through our usual process for this type of regulation review and update. Differing opinions on that?
I
This
don't
is
have
Michelle.
thoughts.
I
This is-
thought the same as I was reading through those changes that came at the last moment.
Yeah, I'm prepared to vote.
Okay. I mean, I think as any regulation, if we find that there are things that need to be reviewed and it has to go through the process, again, that this is the process that we follow as a board and can make that clear to everyone moving forward. So would it make the most sense? Do we need to go through each individual proposed regulation? Carol, is that how? So can we approve the proposed changes to KAR 60-17-101? Can I ask for a motion and then we vote? Is that how we need to do it individually, or?
You'll need to, do each one individually, but we need to do a roll call for each of you. We have to do that for certification of the adoption. That's just the process.
And Madam President, I'll be glad to read the motion, have somebody make the first motion, someone the second, and then we can go into the roll call.
You are my favorite person this morning, Jill. Sounds great.
Okay, so if you're ready, is there a board member that would like to make the following motion? I move that the board adopt KAR 60-17-101 and that a vote be taken by roll call vote. A copy is attached here too.
I'll make that motion, Melissa Orpeza, board member.
Sharp, second.
Great. We have a motion and a second.
Okay, and then as before, I'll read your names and you'll just need to answer yes or no. Andrea,
Yes.
Michaela,
Yes.
Michelle,
Yes.
Juliana,
Yes.
Audrey, Audrey, are you still, can you raise your hand if you agree or don't agree?
He's not hearing us, so I think we'll have to just bypass.
Okay, Ruth,
Yes.
Melissa,
Yes.
Lori,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
and Brenda.
Yes.
So that's 9 with yeses. And 0 no's.
Great. Motion passes.
Okay. Is there a board member that would like to make the following motion? I move that the board adopt KAR 60-17-102 and that a vote be taken by roll call vote. A copy is attached here too.
Michelle Terry, board member, I'll make the motion.
Okay,
Amy Height, I second.
okay. So Andrea,
Yes.
Michaela,
Yes.
Michelle,
Yes.
Juliana,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Melissa,
Yes.
Lori,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Brenda?
Yes.
That is 9 yeses and 0 nos. Is there a board member that would like to make the following motion? I move that the board adopt KAR 60-17-103 and that a vote be taken by roll call vote. A copy is attached here too.
I can make that motion.
Okay.
Sharp second.
This is Juliana. I'll second.
Okay. Okay. So Andrea,
Yes.
Michaela,
Yes.
Michelle,
Yes.
Juliana,
Yes.
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Melissa,
Yes.
Lori,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
and Brenda.
Yes.
That's nine yeses and 0 nos. Is there a board member that would like to make the following motion? I move that the board adopt KAR 60-17-104 and that a vote be taken by roll call vote. A copy is attached here too.
This is
This is
Juliana. I'll motion.
Oh,
Okay.
go ahead, Juliana.
Sorry, Ruth.
This is Amy. I second.
Andrea,
Yes.
Michaela,
Yes.
Michelle,
Yes.
Juliana,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Melissa,
Yes.
Lori,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Brenda.
Yes. Sorry, my mic's not coming back on.
Okay. 9 yeses, 0 nos.
I'm working now, so yes.
Oh, okay. So that will be 10 yeses then.
Thanks, Adri.
Yes. Okay, is there a board member that would like to make the following motion? I move that the board adopt KAR 60-17-105 and that a vote be taken by roll call vote. A copy is attached here too.
I'll make that motion, board member Melissa Arpeza.
And I'll second that, Michelle Terry.
Okay. Andrea,
Yes.
Michaela,
Yes.
Michelle,
Yes.
Juliana,
Yes.
Audrey,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Melissa,
Yes.
Lori,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
and Brenda.
Yes.
That's 10 yeses and 0 nos. Is there a board member that would like to make the following motion? I move that the board adopt KAR 60-17-106 and that a vote be taken by roll call vote. A copy is attached here too.
Sharp, so moved.
Adri
This is
Goldsmith, second
Ed.
it.
Okay, Audrey, okay. Andrea,
Yes.
Michaela,
Yes.
Michelle,
Yes.
Juliana,
Yes.
Audrey,
Yes.
Ruth,
Oops, mic problems. Yes.
Melissa,
Yes.
Lori,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
and Brenda.
Yes.
10 yeses, 0 nos. Is there a board member that would like to make the following motion? I move that the board adopt KAR 60-17-107 and that a vote be taken by roll call vote. A copy is attached here too.
I make that motion. This is Ruth.
Okay.
Goldsmith, second.
Andrea,
Yes.
Michaela,
Yes.
Michelle,
Yes.
Juliana,
Yes.
Audrey,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Melissa,
Yes.
Lori,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
and Brenda.
Yes.
10 yeses, 0 nos. Is there a board member that would like to make the following motion? I move that the board adopt KAR 60-17-108 and that a vote be taken by roll call vote. A copy is attached here too.
Goldsmith, I make the motion.
I'll second.
Michelle Terry,
Asa.
second. Sorry,
Michelle,
Melissa.
Okay. Okay, Michelle, I'll put you down a second. Andrea,
Yes.
Michaela,
Yes.
Michelle,
Yes.
Juliana,
Yes.
Audrey,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Melissa,
Yes.
Lori,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
and Brenda.
Yes.
10 yeses, 0 nos. And then our last one is there a board member that would like to make the following motion? I move that the board adopt KAR 60-17-109 and that a vote be taken by roll call vote. A copy is attached here too.
I'll make that motion, board member Melissa Arpeza.
Goldsmith, second.
Okay. Andrea,
Yes.
Michaela,
Yes.
Michelle,
Yes.
Juliana,
Yes.
Audrey,
Yes.
Ruth,
Yes.
Melissa,
Yes.
Lori,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
and Brenda.
Yes.
Okay, that's 10 yeses and 0 nos, and that is the end of the regulations up for vote. So
Okay. Thank you, Jill.
you're welcome.
Thanks everyone for taking the time to join the special meeting today. I don't believe we have any other issues to cover. So we'll watch for any further communications in preparation for our next board meeting. Thank you, Carol, and all the staff that were on the call today. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Survive the snow.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Yes.